58-year-old Sushmita Jha has many aspects to her personality. She is an HR consultant and trainer, an art collector, as well as a keen bird watcher and nature lover. 3 years ago, Sushmita became a granny. Leila was born to her son Akash and daughter-in-law Shalini in London. Sushmita is packing her bags to go and visit her granddaughter.
You know, like I'm carrying bindis because I've got this craft book. You know, you dip these photos in. This color. It's a magnetic.
From oohing and eyeing and generally going gaga over her granddaughter, Sushmita is a typical granny, rather a typical web granny. Since their visits are limited to once or twice a year, Sushmita attempts to bridge the distance by video chatting with Leila.
I will come to India. I will.
Yes, of course you will. You have to. I actually feel, a pining, like lovers pine for each other. I have a pining if I don't see her for a week or two or more, or don't talk to her. I have the webcam on, they have the webcam on. I'm a total anti-IT kind of thing, but I don't mind using it just for my purpose. So I've learned, how to Skype. Like, I think majority of parents and grandparents now know how to do that. They've all become so net savvy. That's one of the first things that parents do nowadays. Quickly download Skype, buy a webcam, install it. It spotted that huge seed pod that Duda had, remember?
On the web, Sushmita engages Leila with her photographs and stories.
I went to the terrace the other day. That same story she's heard like 32 times, about a tomato ripening from green to light yellow to orange to red. She just loves that story. She saw the green tomatoes when she was here in December. So I try and tell her, send photographs of this and that, a bee on a flower. And the other day I took a photograph of a nest of a tailor bird. They just stitched 2 leaves together and filled it with cotton wool and woolly stuff. Showed her how and then there was a kite that was stuck on a tree the other day. So I took a picture of that and I said, the kite called out to me and said that it has come with a message from Leila all the way from London. So I asked the kite whether you will take my message to Leila. So Leila, next time you please look up for this red kite. She's familiar with that.
In fact, most of her creative stories grew out of photographs taken by her right here in her terrace garden.
I sort of plucked them every morning. I just wanted to introduce her because she is a flower she'll not know in England, of course. And I'll introduce the concept of Durga and Durga Puja. Can you see the flowers growing, Leela? On the tree? Yes. And then Duda goes and shakes the tree and all the flowers just shower down and Duda stands under it and takes a flower shower. You're so passionate about it to share it with somebody, your grandchild. Your observation powers and skills, become sharpened.
Somewhere deep down you must be crying out for having the family together and living in the same.
Yes, of course. I mean, that, one can't deny that one certainly has that longing. Yeah.